wedding was, like, totally amazing, right? Oh, why am I even asking this? It's obvious that everyone had a fantastic time.
Hello, Mary. It really was a wonderful wedding. Thanks so much for inviting me. Your new husband seemed like a great person as well.
Right? I'm so glad I managed to marry him. He works as a lawyer at the biggest law firm in the city.
Oh, he does? I had no idea that he was so successful. He also seems like a very kind person, too. I had a little chance to talk to him, and he seemed to be very friendly.
Who cares about that stuff? Guess what the best thing about getting married to him is? His salary. He buys me almost anything I want. I was so excited when I saw the balance in his bank account. I almost had a heart attack.
Ah, I see. That must be nice. I also thought you looked fantastic in your wedding dress.
You really don't need to state the obvious like that. I was always going to look absolutely fabulous in a wedding dress. I'm on another level compared to a woman like you.
I imagine the wedding must have cost so much. There were so many guests and the catering services were on another level.
I know, right? It's my wedding, so I wanted it to be as grand as possible. I didn't think about the costs at all. My husband was going to pay for it either way. It's amazing not having to worry about money at all.
He really is very kind, isn't he? I was a little surprised to see that I was your only friend to be invited, though. All the other guests were relatives or invited by your husband.
There's a good reason for that. I have lots of friends, okay? It's because all my friends are very successful and don't have time to be attending weddings. Most of them are CEOs or freelance workers that work long hours every single day.
Oh, I see. So that's why your friends couldn't make it. I respect them all very much.
You're just a pathetic part-time worker, so that's why I invited you. I knew that you had all the time in the world.
I'm not a part-time worker. I'm a freelance worker as well, actually. I'm usually very busy and working long hours, just like your other friends. I decided to come to your wedding because I knew it was a special day for you.
You don't need to pretend that you're a freelancer to impress me. You probably work a part-time job at the local gas station. That's the kind of job that suits you.
That's not what I do at all. It's not even close.
How come you don't hurry up and get married like me? Oh, wait. You don't even have a boyfriend right now.
Well, I have nothing to say to that. I've been busy with my job, so haven't had much time for romance.
You're already over 30 years old. I think it's about time you start looking for a guy to settle down with. You're going to get all wrinkly in a few years, and nobody's gonna want to marry you then. That's why I decided to get married already. I wanted to settle down while I was still beautiful.
So you're telling me that you got married because you became 30 years old?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm happy with the fish that I managed to catch, though. He earns close to $100,000 a year. That's more than enough money to support me financially. I only chose to marry him because of his salary and job title. I know that a lawyer is going to earn more and more money in the future. I did him such a huge favor by getting married to him. He's so lucky to have a beautiful woman like me as his wife.
You're making it sound like you did him a huge favor by marrying him.
That's kind of obvious, isn't it? Have you not seen me dressed up? I basically look like a supermodel. Guys are lining up for the chance to be able to be with me. I probably could have easily found an athlete or a famous artist to marry me. I definitely could have settled for someone better than him.
I think that being a lawyer is impressive enough. It's a very long and difficult road to become a lawyer. You know that, right?
I doubt it's that difficult. I think it's much more difficult to be as attractive and beautiful as I am. I'm definitely the one that's settling for him. He should be so grateful of me. I'd recommend that you hurry up and find a guy that's rich and get married to him. Then you'll finally be able to quit your pathetic part-time job.
I told you that's not what I do. Were you not listening to me at all?
Hello there, Hannah. I bought some souvenirs for you back from Hawaii. You should be very grateful for me.
Mary, how was your honeymoon? I'm so jealous that you guys got to go to Hawaii.
We had a great time. I absolutely loved staying in a 5-star hotel. It's probably something that you'll never experience in your life.
Well, that sounds very expensive.
Of course it was very expensive. I wouldn't have even come here if it weren't for the 5-star hotel.
Why, though? Hawaii is such a lovely place to go regardless of the hotel.
I really didn't want to go to such a stereotypical place for our honeymoon. Absolutely everybody comes to Hawaii. Hawaii was like plan D for our honeymoon. We only decided to come here because my husband was unable to take very long off from work. Hawaii was just a compromise. Like, I wish we could have gone to the Bahamas instead.
It sounds like you're disappointed about getting to go to Hawaii. I'm so jealous. I would love to go.
Wait, what? You've never been to Hawaii before?
I've always wanted to go, but I've never actually had the opportunity yet.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you work part-time at a gas station.
Stop just assuming that. I told you that's not what I do. I'm a freelance worker. I work very hard every single day.
But you don't even have the money to go to Hawaii. You probably just earn a minimum wage, right? That's why you can't go on vacations like me.
My salary is not that low at all. I actually think I earn a respectable amount these days.
I feel so sorry for you. You're so poor that you can't even go to Hawaii. Maybe you should go and beg for some change on the streets.
Stop making fun of me like this. I'm very content with the job that I have right now. I get to do what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm a freelance illustrator.
Yeah, whatever. I'm tired of your excuses now. There's no need to lie about it just because you're embarrassed about working at a gas station. I find it strange that poor people always seem to want to make up excuses about everything.
I want you to stop assuming that I'm poor. It's very rude.
Now you're showing me some attitude. This is why I despise poor people like you. You're never going to be going to Hawaii with a part-time job that pays minimum wage.
Do you not listen to anything that I'm saying? I told you that I don't work a minimum wage job.
You should be grateful that I decided to purchase some souvenirs from Hawaii for you. You're never going to be able to go after all. This is the closest you're ever going to get to Hawaii in life.
Hannah, how come you didn't come to the reunion dinner?
Well, that's because I'm not free like you all the time. I actually have a life.
It was so much fun. Most of our friends from high school were there.
That's because you're all unsuccessful in life. You all have way too much free time.
I don't think that way at all. It was fun hearing what everyone was doing in life these days. Do you remember Kara? She started up her own fashion company. Dennis started up a gaming YouTube channel and he's getting pretty popular recently. Everyone else had cool stories to tell. I think that you should have come as well.
There's no point in me hanging out with losers like you guys. Most of you belong on the streets. I'm way too good for all of you. My friends these days are successful CEOs and famous people. I don't want normal people like you guys as my friend anymore.
I can't believe you think that way about us. I just thought that you would have had a good time. Our friends were all wondering what you were doing these days.
It would have been a huge waste of time. Are you not sad about the situation of your life right now? If I were you, I would be working hard trying to achieve something worthwhile in your life. There's no point wasting time at stupid reunions.
Why are you getting so angry about this? I really don't think it's a waste of time at all. A reunion like this happens once a year. Oh yeah, do you remember Dan at all?
Dan? Who the hell is that? I don't remember anyone like that.
He was the captain of the football team. Apparently he's back home in the city as well.
So what? I have no idea who he is.
Do you seriously not remember him? You wrote him a love letter back in high school? He was your crush.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember him now. I'd completely forgotten about that guy. I bet you that he's living a boring old life as a single guy.
He's single, but I think his life is really interesting. He told me that he's coaching football to younger children when he has days off from work.
Well, you guys are just perfect for each other. It sounds like both of you have absolutely zero aspirations in life. Where does he even work these days?
I think he told me that he's working at a major bank.
Wait, what did you just say? A bank? OMG.
I think he's the branch manager at the bank right next to the station. I can't remember the name of the bank off the top of my head.
OMG. Are you serious? That must mean he earns a six-figure salary.
I see. I don't really care about that kind of stuff, though.
I've decided I'm going to meet him too. I want to go on a date with him.
Wait, what? Why have you changed your attitude all of a sudden?
Well, you know, I just felt like I wanted to see him all of a sudden. It's been way too long since I last met him.
What are you talking about? You were just saying that it's a waste of time meeting people like us. You said we had no ambitions in life.
I never said that. Stop twisting my words, you pizza face. Hurry up and tell me his number. Now. I want to ask him out ASAP.
Okay, sure. I guess I'll send it to you right now. Would you be able to explain to me what your intentions are?
What are you talking about?
I want you to stop texting Dan every single night. I thought that I told you we started dating recently.
Why do you care so much? Are you that insecure?
I'm not being insecure. I just don't think that you should be contacting your friend's boyfriend every night. I also don't want you telling him lies about me. I've heard about what you're saying about me.
Huh? What are you talking about? I'm so confused.
Stop acting like you don't know. You've said that I'm unemployed and have zero source of income. You also told him that I've never kissed a guy before. Stop telling him things that aren't true.
Huh? I've only said things that are true. You look like you're half human and half pig. There's no way you've kissed anyone before. I doubt you've even held hands with anyone before.
Stop insulting me like that. I've had a couple of boyfriends in the past. I also work as a freelance illustrator. I have my own source of income.
We're adults now. Drawing doodles isn't going to make you any money. I also know that you're so shy around guys.
It might be true that I'm shy, but it's not like I've never held hands or kissed before. There's also no need for you to be telling him about any of this. It's private information.
I was just talking to him as a friend. This is the kind of thing real friends talk about.
I also heard that you're saying I'm no match for him. What does that even mean?
He's just way too good of a man for someone like you.
That's not a very nice thing to say to me.
Let me give you a piece of advice. You should break up with him right now. It's obvious that he's going to move on to a more attractive woman pretty soon. You should go find someone that suits you more. How about that fat nerdy kid who we used to be in the same class with? I can't even remember his name. I just remember always calling him McFatty.
I really don't think he's the kind of person that would do that to me. He told me that he loves me.
You really believe those words? That's what they always say.
I've had enough of talking with you. You've just put me in a terrible mood.
Aw, don't cry. Make sure you break up with him, okay? You don't deserve a successful guy like him that earns six figures.
I am not going to break up with him. Please just leave us both alone.
I don't mind leaving you alone, but not Dan. I've decided I'm going to become his girlfriend.
Wait, what did you just say? You're married!
So what? There are no boundaries that exist for true love. Dan is the love of my life. The person that I was destined to be with. I did send him a love letter back in high school after all. That must mean he's the one. It's destiny.
It's not destiny. You were sending love letters to basically every athlete in the school.
Actually, I didn't send them to all the athletes. I absolutely hate fat and obese people. I sent love letters to only the guys that were fit and muscular. I also wanted a guy that would be successful in life. Looks like Dan has found success. It looks like it's time I ditch my current husband so I can be with him instead.
Are you crazy? Isn't your husband very successful as well? I thought that he works as a lawyer and earns close to $100,000.
He earns close to $100,000. Dan must earn way more than that as the department manager of that bank. I always like to keep on aiming higher. My motto in life is to dream big. Oh, marrying Dan would be a huge dream come true.
You can't get a divorce from your husband for a reason like that.
I can do whatever the hell I want. I don't need you telling me what I can and what I can't do.
Stop choosing people based on their salary.
Salary is the only thing that matters. Life is no fun without money. Isn't that kind of obvious?
I don't agree with that at all. You should marry someone because you love them, not for their money.
Then you're definitely missing out on life then. I'm going to need you to give up on Dan now. He's going to be mine from now on.
You're making it sound like he's an object or something. Please stop this already. He's starting to get scared of you.
Stop lying to me. He wouldn't think that way about me at all.
We know that you've been stalking him as well as sending him text messages every night. You wait for him outside of his workplace almost every day.
Oh, that was just a coincidence. You guys are thinking into it too much.
You even forced him to come and have dinner with you. He really didn't want to go.
You can't be serious. I didn't force him to do anything. He was the one that was desperate to have dinner with me.
That's not what it sounds like. It sounds like he had no other choice because you were being very rowdy in the middle of the street.
He had no other choice? Don't make me laugh. He's the one that wanted to come with me. He was like a puppy following me around.
You need to stop approaching him from now onwards. He's scared of you. You're basically a stalker.
Don't you dare call me that. I am not creepy like that.
Then stop following him around and harassing him. He said that he's going to report you to the police if you don't stop what you're doing.
No way! There's no reason for me to get reported to the police.
I heard that you stalked him back in high school as well. He rejected you, but you still decided to follow him everywhere. I heard that the police got involved last time as well. It's going to be much worse for you this time around if the police get involved. You're an adult now. You will get punished by the law.
What happened back in high school was just a misunderstanding.
You can make all the excuses you want. You still need to stop stalking him either way. There's also one more thing that I've got to tell you. I'm going to be getting married to Dan.
What? What did you just say?
He proposed to me yesterday.
I can't believe this. How could such a thing happen? Why you? It makes absolutely no sense at all.
I think it's because we share similar values and enjoy each other's company.
He's meant to be mine, though. I'm the one that's destined to be with him. I'm a much better woman than you.
There's also another thing that I should tell you. I actually earn close to $100,000 a year as well.
No you don't. You're a part-time worker.
I told you I'm a freelance illustrator. I've actually become pretty popular recently. I've been getting a lot of requests to work with me recently. I'm actually planning to start up my own company in the near future.
So that means you're going to be a CEO then? That's just unbelievable. Someone like you?
Yeah, someone like me. I have a lot of connections from work these days. I want to invite as many of them to my wedding as possible, so there's not going to be enough space for you. Don't expect a wedding invite. It's never going to arrive.
That's so unfair, though. I invited you to my wedding, didn't I?
I only went to your wedding because of work-related reasons.
Work-related? What does that mean?
Your sister works in the media field, right? I actually designed some of the artwork that her company uses in their projects. I decided to attend your wedding so that I could finally meet her and talk to her in person. We always used to communicate with email and video calls.
I had no idea about that. Why did you keep this a secret from me?
I didn't think it was that relevant to you. It's about our work life, after all.
You should have told me, though. We're friends. Friends don't keep secrets from each other.
I just remembered that I was your only friend at the wedding. I'm not sure if we're going to be friends after this. Are you going to be all alone now?
Shut up! Stop mocking me! I have way too many friends to count. They were just really busy on the day of my wedding.
You should stop making excuses like that. It's just getting more and more sad. You just don't have any friends, right?
How dare you say that about me? I have hundreds of friends.
Yeah, I totally believe you. Also, one last thing. I talked to your husband about this entire incident.
You're joking, right? Please tell me that you're just joking.
I'll also send him a screenshot of this conversation as well.
No! Don't do that! I'm going to be in so much trouble if he finds out about all this.
He wouldn't get angry at you, right? You said that you were so much better than him.
I'm begging you to please not tell him about this. I'm really sorry about all this. I'll leave you guys alone, so please don't tell my husband.
Oops, too late. I've pressed send already.
Damn it! I can't believe that you've done this. Now he might get a divorce from me.
Why do you sound so worried about that? Weren't you planning to divorce him anyway?
This really isn't good. My husband's calling my name. His voice sounds so angry. He just told me he wants a divorce.
Things aren't looking too good for you.
I can't afford to get a divorce right now. I won't be able to live my luxurious lifestyle anymore. I need my husband to keep supplying me with money. Would you please try to convince my husband to forgive me? I think that he might listen to what you say.
I'm sorry, but an ambitionless person like me won't be able to do something like that.
Don't be like that. I'll apologize about everything that I said to you recently. We're friends, right?
I'm sorry, but an ambitionless person like me shouldn't be friends with a successful person like you.
Hey, don't joke around with me like that. I'm in a lot of trouble right now and need your help. I really don't know what to do with my life from now on.
Don't worry, you're definitely going to be okay. You're very successful and have so much talent. We're not friends anymore, so please stop contacting me from now on.
Please help me out. My husband's kicking me out. I also have no savings left. I really need your help. You're all that I have.
Mary begged her husband for forgiveness, but her efforts were futile. She really had nowhere to go, so she stalked down and kept on asking him to let her move in with him. He told her to stop, but she wouldn't, so he ended up reporting it all to the police. Mary ended up at the police station and was given a restraining order. She was no longer allowed to even get close to him. I hear that she's currently living a lonely life in a rusty old apartment room out of town. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.